Hello, YouTube. We are back. I am once again talking to various voices inside of my own head. This time, we will be joined by another Reflourished developer, Mr. Big Man Pinna himself. So, with all that being said, I guess we'll just start now.
Yeah.
How did the huge success of Reflourished affect your day-to-day lives? Not at all. Like, basically not at all. I guess,
Yeah.
the fact that it kind of blew up, if anything, I mean, I'm happy that it did. It brought a lot of attention to my YouTube channel, but it does make running things kind of a bit more stressful than it used to be, because now it's like, you gotta make sure it's good, because, you know, if it's gonna be seen by that many people, like, you gotta make the effort. But it's fine, I wouldn't have it any other way. As for, actually, like, I guess, changing my day-to-day, I mean, I guess Reflourished has helped me in a few places. I've learned stuff on the project that I usually wouldn't know, so there's also that. Hold on, I get the feeling that even though I've just started, I'm already behind on the questions. How long will this QnA go for? Like 2 or 3 hours, basically how it always does. Oh, someone compiled.
We actually started with one question in here.
Yeah, okay. You people have done your homework. You've already compiled like lists of questions. Well, hopefully I'll be able to answer all of them properly. All right. I'll do Witchleys now. You guys can chip in if you want to add any, like, additional questions on that or something. What was the thought process behind data mining which zombies would have veteran versions of them? Determining, why did I read that as data mining? Determining which zombies would have veteran versions of them. And for the vanilla veteran zombies, were they kept in because they were fine as veterans considering the player's advancing, and that it'd be less to design, or due to another reason? Pretty loaded question, but a good one. Alright, so the basic reasoning is we are the mod that, like, respects Vanilla's decisions, even if we sometimes disagree with him. A lot of the veterans for the expansions, I personally wasn't really happy with. I thought they were just kind of like trying to create artificial difficulty, but, you know, I still respect the wishes of the developers above my own opinion. So we decided we're gonna keep those and we're gonna roll with them because they're already made. We already know that the original devs had a word in it, and we tried to abide by their wishes. So we left those how they were. Unless we had to, like, change the art a little bit, just, you know, for Torchlight to be more easily understandable, because once you turned off the flames, the original looked the same as, you know, original Explorer. As for the other part of the question, what was the thought process behind determining which zombies would have veteran versions of them? Few of them were just ideas from our developers in terms of what we could code. That would be pretty cool. And others were very much analytically, like, determined through, you know, discussion, trying to see what would be the best pick. Because, in my opinion, what the best pick for a veteran was differs from what the original devs kind of thought. Because I remember, I don't know where exactly I read it, but one of the original devs said that for the veterans, they wanted to take the most dangerous zombie of the world and make him even more dangerous. Which I thought was kind of, like, boring. It very much felt leveling inspired, which that did not really flow with what we were trying to do. So my own philosophy came down to what veteran could we make that would fill in the void that kind of is there in the original world. Basically, what would be the best for their respective worlds to have as an addition? For example, that's why I chose to do a snorkel veteran instead of a surfer veteran, or what was it, or an Octo veteran, or a
Or
Fisherman
fisherman veteran.
Yeah, because I thought to myself, which one of those would work best for Big Wave Beach as it is right now? Like, which one of those would improve the gameplay the most instead of making it even worse?
And Scuba definitely has that like slower aspect that Big Wave Beach has with its like erratic shifts in gameplay that I see.
Yeah, I kind of chose Snorkel because I felt Big Wave Beach very much had a lack of slow, tanky zombies, and it also, with the newly buffed Tangle Kelp, could not really directly oppose Tangle Kelp. So I was like, okay, yeah, let's make a veteran that is slower and tankier, but he also completely nullifies Tangle Kelp. So now that kind of hole that was left in the world got filled with that veteran. And, you know, for the other ones, I mean, we could have done Octo Veteran or whatever, but that just, like, to me, that feels like something that would have made the world more annoying to play instead of better.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what else? How come Lightning Bug Zombie has less health than Bug Zombie? Isn't Lightning Bug Zombie's health something that can be changed? Honestly, did not know that. Just straight up. Maybe some of the other devs knew about it. This is the first I'm hearing of it. It does actually make sense.
I'm checking right now.
It does actually make sense now that I think about how I felt they were kind of weak, but I kind of thought that was just because I was, you know, testing them on easy levels. But if they really are that, I mean, I don't know, maybe some dev out there knew about it and wanted to keep them like that, but honestly, I would make them consistent, because like I did not know. And free, I mean, to our credit, you know, this is a game where you have like over 500 zombies and over like 300 plants. Stuff manages to sneak through the cracks. Okay, number 3. What determines which worlds get extra zombies beyond the veterans? Like with Lost Explorer for Lost City, Powder Keg for Pirate Seas. Okay, Powder Keg was just done as an Insanity variant. Like, we didn't really think anything much of it. It was just something that Slimeku wanted to make, and we were like, okay, fine, you can make it, like, whatever, it sounds pretty cool.
Oh,
Isn't
by the way,
very...
oh, sorry.
So yeah,
I'm just commenting on like the lightning bug. Like, unless the almanac is bugged, it does say lightning bug has 250 health, while the normal one is 350.
That's strange. Anyway, as I was saying,
doesn't like the new variants that you guys added appear in the endless zones of their respective worlds as well?
I think they do. Yeah, they're just like extra stuff that spices up those bonus challenges and something we can use for LTEs and, you know, that kind of side stuff. I do think maybe if we're gonna do, don't quote me on this because I have not discussed this with the other devs, you know, this isn't just my mod. I can't make all the shots. All of the shots are shared responsibility. We all have to agree on something for it to be in. But I personally would like it if we ever get a Pirate Seas premium quest or realm or whatever, that we do use Powder Keg in it. That is my own personal, because I prefer when stuff is directly introduced in adventure or like side adventure content, as opposed to just being variants, but that's just me. As for the other one, Lost Explorer for Lost City, that's actually a childhood wish of mine that I just could not pass up on. I was, for the longest time, thinking to myself, oh man, the Ancient Egypt Explorer design would work a million times better in Lost City. I wish they appeared in Lost City. And then when I got into Reflourished and I eventually became a co-lead, I was like, yeah, we're doing that. I don't care. I want to see it happen. And a big reason why I wanted to do it is because I also had this kind of like headcanon that the Explorer from Ancient Egypt was the only non-time related, like non-time travel related zombie. Like, he wasn't historically accurate because he was transported from Lost City. And now I got the opportunity to make that headcanon real, and I actually wrote in the almanac, this is the past version of him before he touched a relic and got transported into Egypt. So technically, you're fighting the same zombie in 2 different worlds. It's kind of mind-bendy, but yeah.
But what about Dark Explorer?
What about Dark?
If we have like
Dark Explorer is same deal as why I did Snorkel Veteran instead of the other veterans. Because the original Wizard Veteran, because he wasn't technically in the game at any point, we could change him. It's not like with the other vanilla ones, where they were already in the game, they already were kind of like iconic of their respective expansions, we couldn't touch them. Here, he technically wasn't ever in the game, so we had free reign. And believe you me, I tried working with the original Wizard Veteran. I tried 2 separate iterations of Dark Ages expansion levels with him. Before I got so sick of him, I never wanted to see his stupid face in the game again. And then I was like, okay, let's do our own Wizard Veteran. I can't work with this. Let's just have him do something else. Let's have him be a spawner instead, because Dark Ages didn't really have much spawners, and it would be a nice way to reuse Dark Dragon Imps. So that's pretty much all that went into that.
wait, is that the thing for Dark Ages Night 26 thingy?
Fair enough.
Well, yeah, he does appear then. Also, there's a 4th Witchley question, or Tressa, I guess. Sorry. What was the inspiration behind the creation of Hypothermic Hollows? Was it because 2C's Frostbite gives resurgence, or was it something that was always in the cards? It was not always in the cards. We did, from the beginning, we knew we were gonna do Epic Realms. Or, like, not from the beginning, but, like, after release a little bit. We knew we were gonna do Epic Realms, and then 2C just conveniently happened to release Frostbite Cave's Resurgence as we were gonna make our own Epic Realm, and then we saw that, and we just went, oh, free assets, yum yum, let's do that, and that's how that went.
We love free assets.
Hard free assets.
So
Okay.
about your recent balance change, what was the decision to make Shadow P a heavy plant? What led to that?
I'm no longer in the balancing team, so I can't really answer all of the balance questions, because for some of them I don't even know what the thought process was, because I wasn't, in on it. Shadow P is one of them. Shadow P, I just saw that change implemented, and I asked the other devs, like, what are you thinking? What is this? And then I tried playing with it, and actually kind of liked it, and I was like, okay, never mind, let him cook. And that's basically all of my involvement. But
I feel like each of the shadow plants got their own role in some way.
Yeah, they did cook pretty hard with the Shadow P change. I like it.
Thanks.
Okay, let me try to catch up with all the no mic questions that have been asked in the meantime while I was answering this. The last 3 costume contests have all been themed to holidays in Reflourished. Do you all intend to have done a contest for each holiday? Or would some holidays make for 2 specific costumes? Oh, absolutely not. No. We just do them because, like, we wanna. We do not intend to cover all of them. That would be actual hell. Organizing one of these is already hard enough. Having it, like, repeated, like, what, 12, 13 times?
For big brains.
Yeah, no, just, no. We're just gonna do the ones we're comfortable with, if at that. We just do them. We just do them because we want something for the community to be able to participate in. It's really just about that.
Speaking on those other characters, will they ever be returning, or are they exclusive to their specific holidays?
Oh my god, finally I can talk about the NPCs. Oh, you guys do not know how hard it was for me to stay shut about them in the previous AMAs. I had to bite my tongue so many times because I didn't want to reveal, I didn't want to spoil the surprise of them. Oh, we worked so hard on them, and I am so proud of each and every one. They are such a unique bunch. It was actually my idea to have a character roster for ourselves. Like, that was me. I'm gonna take credit for that. Everyone who participated in ideating them and designing them, all credit goes to them. They did an amazing job. But it was my idea to actually do it, and I'm so happy I pushed for it, because initially people were like, well, why would we need this many NPCs if they don't add anything to the gameplay? And I was like, trust me, let me cook. They will add something to the gameplay, just let us get there. And then, we started the whole thing where, okay, every dev on the team, you can suggest an NPC, and then we'll choose the best ones. And I obviously immediately pitched every single NPC from PvZ2, because that's my sweet, sweet child. But eventually we did come up with a bunch of them, and we specifically came up with them to not be tied to holiday themes, so that we could reuse them over and over again. There's the answer to your question. Yes, they will be appearing in numerous events.
Can't wait to see them again.
Speaking of NPCs, could there some return, like Lucky would likely return in Lot Z? Local Zombie.
Well, I mean, if you're asking about Lucky, just look at him. He is pretty much the most holiday themed NPC out of all of them, so... actually, can you give me a little time? I just have to read everything that I missed in No Mic, because it's kind of hard to keep up with all of this. Summoner is a very good one. Summoner is great. Yeah, Summoner is good. Scuba Zombie that can make Big Wave Beach Zone play the long game is pretty great. A whole veteran just to counter Putangle Kelp. Yep. Yeah, Summer... Wait, what? What's... Yeah, Summoner's good pros... Oh, wait, yeah, Summer Bug has less HP. An Octo Veteran would just further encourage more DPS. Scuba's concept is interesting now that I think about it. Pretty sure he shows up partly injured, especially being a holiday variant. Well, I guess I'll ask a question. How did you come up with the idea of holiday spirits, or whatever they're called? Okay, I'll get back to that. Very good question. I have an entire story about it, but let me just read everything else first. I know Wolf Explorer appears in Arthur Challenge. Yeah, Wolf Explorer is just another one of those variants that we just added for fun. Black Pearl Cove, so true. Same with Vanilla Wizard Vet. I'm on board, I love parties. There's Black Pearl... Yep, we get it, guys, we get it. That's like pure RNG. I kind of assumed that the Insanity Zombies would be used outside of Insanity. I hope one day. Yeah, like in actual proper content, instead of just bonus stuff. Here's the explanation of okay. To which, they were true. The relic made him weaker. Lore, like he has less HP in Egypt. Yep, someone got it. That's why he's weaker in Egypt. He's faster, but weaker. Faster because he had to adapt. Weaker because he's probably starving. Where does Dark Explorer fit in the lore? Well, as his almanac description says, there's a whole multiverse of explorers out there that we would rather not get into. And there's also the story of Some Bandit, Dark Ages being a bitch to work with. Yep, you know it. My face went 2 seconds sheepening, true. Free assets, yum, true. I'm still wondering why the HH zombies got nerfed. That's just because Slimaku wanted to nerf them. Slimaku was the lead on HH, on Hypothermic Hollows, so she knows the vision the best. It was her deal. And if she wants them nerfed, then I respect that decision. Slime already answered the HH zombies were never meant to be vets. I don't think Shadow P had a role in Shadow Decks before the buff, besides ostensibly being a better Grimrose that's twice the cost. Yeah, he was kind of weird. Will the Parties mini-boss team... That's not mine. I don't know. Don't ask me. PeaMix, you did mention how there's a metric ton of zombies. Who's your favorite out of all of them? I'll have to give that some thought, but I'll probably answer later. Harry Chestnut Balls. Oh, I do like misinformation. What's your personal favorite NPC? I will also answer that. I love Democracy. Are going to be NPC interactions. I know Lucky will come back soon. If you're thinking about SpongeBob was the first custom NPC, that's a horrible thought, but you're technically correct. His name isn't Patrick. Why was Lucky in Lunar Year? Lucky numbers. I'm just that lucky. Are the NPC... Oh, so many questions. Okay, finally, I reached the end. Okay, let me just go from the beginning now. I'm sorry that I'm hip-hopping, from topic to topic this quickly, but I do want to get to the ones who asked first. I feel it's only right. I said that I would be answering one question. I think it was about holiday spirits.
Holiday spirits.
Yeah. Let me just get back to it. Oh, my voice is already dying.
If I remember correctly, it was what inspired Holiday Spirits.
Yeah, like that.
Okay, well, I don't remember where the original comment was, but I do remember the question, which is how did the Holiday Spirits come to being? And I can answer that. There's a whole story there. Basically, how did you come up with the idea of Holiday Spirits? Okay, yeah, there is. Okay. Right. Picture this. Holiday Mashup has been in development for like a year and a half at this point. We still don't have many good ideas for how to make it different than modern day. We tried a bunch of stuff. We tried making all of the holiday variants act differently. That was a nightmare. Because how the hell do you communicate different abilities for 50 new zombies without just making it horrible for the player? So we scrapped that. Then we were discussing a possible weather mechanic, so that every level being, in a different lawn actually does something to gameplay. Then the whole weather thing became kind of like, oh, well, what if instead of, the weather impacting the plants, what if it impacted the zombies? What if it gave zombies different buffs? And then we were like, okay, but what if we just use something that already exists to kind of push the same thing? And then we came up with the idea, let's do holiday foods. You have food that's being placed on the lawn that buffs zombies based on the lawn, and then that just became holiday drinks, because why would we make it food if there's already established lore in Dark Ages that when zombies drink stuff, they get buffs? So let's just make it holiday drinks. That's how we got to holiday drinks. And now I can start talking about holiday spirits. You see, holiday drinks were good and all, but there was one problem. Every single buffing drink that sped zombies up could be absolutely, steamrolled by bringing stallers. Because the stallers would not be applying a stall to the new buffed speed, they would still be applying stall to the original speed. Effectively rendering the holiday drinks in that level completely useless. Just place down snow peas a bunch, and there you go. It's as if the holiday drinks aren't even there. Why? Because PvZ2 is just the way it is sometimes. And then I was thinking to myself, well, how the hell do I fix that? What do I do? You can't just ban stallers in every holiday mashup level. That's horrible. And eventually I just suggested, you know what? Let's just make every holiday zombie resistant to chill a little bit. Not all the way, but a little bit. Because what else would I even do? If you just bring stallers of any kind, you can just invalidate them. I mean, invalidate the world gimmick, technically. And then Slimeku actually came through and suggested a better idea. Instead of just having all the zombies share one chill immunity, let's spread them out. Let's make them different immunities for different holiday zombies. And that's when I was like, okay, yeah, that's what we're going with. That's good. That's really good. And that's how we came up with Holiday Spirits. And I named them Holiday Spirits because I kept looking for a way to tie the concept of a holiday spirit into holiday mashup, and I was like, okay, this is a perfect chance. Let's go with it. And I'm really glad we did, because it finally solved the last piece of the puzzle that was bugging me, and that was the fact that it did not matter which zombie was from which holiday, gameplay-wise, I mean. It did not make a difference. A jetpack from Birthdays and a jetpack from Heroes did not play any differently. And now they do. It just so happened that the Birthdays jetpack got a holiday spirit that completely doesn't apply to him, but hey, you get what I mean.
It's funny when holiday spirits don't really do anything for certain zombies.
Yeah, that's unavoidable. No matter how you spread them out, sometimes that's gonna happen, but we keep it because it's funny.
Yeah.
Alright, there's another question that I have to get back to now. Hold on. Okay, next one is... Where is it? Come on. What is my favorite zombie out of all the metric ton that I suggested? I will just say personally what I think is the best one. Not in terms of gameplay, not in terms of like how well designed it is, just in terms of how much I think it's hilarious that it's even in the game. And that's the Smiler. If you know who that is, you know. You know exactly what I'm talking about. The fact that I actually managed to talk the devs into adding him in the game is the funniest thing. And his voice lines are, bar none, the funniest out of any zombie in the game. Alright, I'll speed things up with my answers a little bit just so I can get back to the present. Quicker, like the present chat. What's your personal favorite NPC? Camo. I mean, that's a very biased question. I created him, but his new backstory is my absolute favorite. He's just such a petty, senile old man, and I love him for that. He's like... he's just really, like, he's both threatening and, like, funny on a meta level. Are there gonna be NPC interactions in future LTs? I can't really answer that, because some of the plans aren't really even finalized, but I will say the NPCs do have relationships with each other. In terms of, like, some of them hate each other, some of them envy each other. Pinna can post his little graph he even made for that. Are the NPCs gonna be stuck in LTEs, or will there be something more for them? Maybe some quests. But that's about it. We want to keep main adventure free of them. Because main adventure is main adventure. These guys are just, like, for side content.
Okay. Question, PeaMix. Are you going to let Holiday Mashup and Steam Ages gain expansions, or no?
One day. Problem is, that's gonna be a while before... There's gonna be a while before that happens, because we just have so much on our plates. I hope we get to them someday, but you're gonna have to be patient. We have a lot to do.
Very patient, I can just say that.
You still have to deal with the circus, man. I
because,
know you have a lot.
Yeah, just because he's a stereotype doesn't mean they have to slap him in Luck of the Zombie. I mean, yeah, but Lucky is very much Luck of the Zombie coded. Like, I will not deny that. He very much was. Here it is. How they mash up the world or the mod. Okay, that's when I asked. Okay. Here are my questions to the dev team. Okay, there's a lot. I will get back to those. I just want to, like, actually get to what is currently being talked about in chat.
Also, question 6 is already answered, so you don't need to answer that.
Alright, the rest of the questions are suggestions masked as questions. I'll get to them. Why is your profile pic Venom? Because it goes hard as hell. Look at him. He's all dappered up.
Correct, madam.
It does go hard. It does go hard.
Indeed.
Doesn't tarot cards affect flying zombies? I think they do, right? I'm pretty sure they do. It's weird that Steam Ages is the only world without a brickhead in Reflourished. For now.
How can people have 11 or 12 parties, but not LCY, only 3?
Sunbeam can't be used against Garg now. Yeah, such a shame. Effect, but when making HM, they were just immune to Sunbeam. Yeah, we added that retroactively because it just made them a lot more interesting. Inventor's kind of a brickhead. Kinda. Was the Smiler made before the Junglers? Okay, oh, it's this video. I love this video. Why so colliginous? No idea what was going on with Smiler voice. That was a heart attack. I loved his ambush camo was goated. He basically created World War III on your lawn. Are we going to see NPC interactions in game? One day. Yeah. Is there a roadmap developed that you can share with us? There is one, and I cannot share it with you. HM and SA expansion with 1 level. True. I mean, confirmation that they'll have expansions, at least something nice to hear. Would love to see expansions for them. It's something I want to happen some of the other devs also want it to happen. Just so much work to be done. We gotta clear out the important stuff before we get to that.
Mashup of all worlds deserves it, honestly.
Yeah, although for Holiday Mashup, I do not want to cheap out. I want to do a full, like, extra little bit of Holiday Mashup. I don't want to just, like, half-ass it. I want to actually, like, really dedicate myself to it. Because Holiday Mashup is a world that means a lot to me, and I think the expansion should be as quality as we could do. Imagine Mistletoe as HM expansion plant. Interesting. Perhaps. We don't need any more tanks in SA, to be fair. Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. But think about it like this. Backwards Armor Force would be really funny. Hey,
I think that's what they don't want.
Yeah, I know. But think about it like this. It would be funny. Hey, wonder what's in my sewer.
It would be
Steam back
funny. I'm
for
not denying
Gantor.
that.
No pipe zombie.
Oh, did Lucky summon the God of Wealth? Probably just with luck. I don't really know. Lucky isn't an NPC that I came up with.
Hey. What about Pipette Zombie?
As I said, Lucky isn't an NPC that I came up with, so I don't really know, but it's probably through luck. Holiday Mashup Experience, did you introduce LT holidays? That's the plan. I definitely want to have that happen. Just, we're gonna have to wait. I don't want to hype it up. Don't like actually anticipate it. Don't anticipate it, because you're gonna be waiting for a while. Didn't he set up a meeting during LZY13? Oh god, I gotta play LZY. Like, I don't even have the time to play our own LTEs sometimes, because I'm just, like, working on the adventure side of things. Anyway, to go back to, like, that list of questions so that I can actually catch up to the present, finally. Question 1. Are there any plans for instant GI dropping healer and def on contact bug templates to be in a future update? I'm the wrong person to ask about that kind of thing. I'm not doing technical stuff. What are the dev team, the Tots Fortune Machine, and is there any chance of Fortune Machine? I don't know what you're talking about, man. Was there any scrap zombie or mechanic from Steam Ages similar to CC Part 1? Nope. Completely different worlds. We just did Steam Ages and then we started doing CC. We didn't really carry over anything between them. Why hasn't there been any premium quests yet? It was matching all the way back in Epic Realms. It's yet to make an appearance. Because stuff takes a while to make. What can I say? We have some in the works. It's just, we have other things too, so it's kind of hard to manage sometimes. We don't have a budget. If we had a budget, we could get it out quicker, but, we would just do this on the side. We all have only so much free time. Why hasn't there been any...
I can advocate for the level builders. Oh wait, I'll let PeaMix finish.
Okay, question 5. Was there any attempt to remake Cleopatra using magician properties? Very specific questions. I would not know. I know Cleopatra is in the game. I don't know why she would be recreated. We didn't even use her. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Why does the summer variant of Bug Zombie have less HP? Yeah, that's already answered. Okay, finally I can, actually catch up to the new questions. I'll just
Can I,
go...
answer, can I add on to question 4 now? While you...
Yeah.
Scroll through? Okay, I can advocate for the level builders. You guys need to take into account that it's not just, we have the adventure, we have, the side content, and then we have, the LTEs that we also need to put into it. I need to express this. Game development takes so much time. You think it already takes a long time? Think it's longer. Imagine how many levels need to be made, not only on just the limited time content, but the actual stuff. It's a toll. And
also, it's not just as simple
I myself
as...
am not in it, I can already understand how... Ugh.
Okay, listen, if it were just about making levels, that would be one thing. But it's not. It's about making good levels, because if we make bad levels, oh boy do we hear about it. And that's not a complaint.
Yeah.
I definitely do want to hear feedback.
That too.
But, it makes making levels not just a thing that you can do and then check off the list. You make a level, you send it for it to be play tested, and then once it's play tested, you still have to work on it in case it's not good. Like it takes a long time, and obviously the play testers also have to chip in. Because again, we try to make good stuff with all that we make, and honestly, personally, I really hate it when I see someone playing any type of game and just be like annoyed with it or frustrated. I just want to have Reflourished avoid that, unless it's like a specific level that's meant to kind of play like that. Most of the time, I want that to be avoided. Okay, man, that was I felt like I just went on a marathon. Okay, I think I answered everything. Which NPC level design style is your favorite besides Camo? Okay, well, that's kind of a different question. Camo isn't my favorite in terms of level design style. He's my favorite in terms of a character. In terms of a level design style, though, I think it's, right now, currently, Misinformation. Just because it's such a fun gimmick. And it allows us to, like, troll players outside of April Fools. It's really funny.
Your mic is kind of... Someone's mic is kind of scratchy. What seems to be my end.
Is it mine?
I can hear you just fine. I don't know if it's, like...
Yeah, anyone who's talking has that, like, kind of warped feel.
What was your favorite balance?
That might be...
Yeah, I can kind of hear it too. I don't know what's up with that. I think it might just be Discord as a whole. What was your favorite balance change that you came up with?
You then.
Ooh, hard question. Very difficult.
That's a tough one.
I mean, I would have to say the one that's most long-lasting, and I think the one that benefited the game the most. This is going to be very controversial because balance changes and balancing in general in this community is basically just politics light. It's very, very difficult to speak on without having, other perspectives kind of chip in, which is fine, but I'll just say it. Basically, I would say, in terms of which balance change benefited the game, in my opinion, the most, and the one that is the most enduring, aka a change that was made and we stuck our guns on, that I have made, and that I feel does not have to be changed. Here goes. Primal Sunflower. Specifically, because I think...
There we go.
I think Primal Sunflower's change, I worked really hard on it. It improves the game in ways that other balance changes just do not. Primal Sunflower feels incredibly fun to play. It offers a different kind of advantage compared to the other Sun producers. She is pretty much balanced. I would say maybe a little too strong, but trust me, that's the best possible position for her. You touch one stat and she falls apart. But what I would like to say is...
That is true. I can advocate for that.
What I would like to say is Primal Sunflower in her Reflourished form is probably the most fun kind of Sun producer that I've ever played with. It doesn't invalidate the other Sun producers. They're still very good to use. But she just adds a whole new dimension to how you play. The whole Sun producers in the front thing, I think that's a really good way to play. It's personally, I wouldn't say it's the only way to play. I think there's merits to both approaches. But her being used that way and also just kind of used later in the game as a potential mini wall and kind of like having, different uses for her, I think it's just the best overall balance change that I've ever come up with. Especially because it took me a while to actually perfect it. Because a long time she was 600 health, then she was 75 cost still, then she had longer recharge, then she had very specifically long recharge. I won't get into that, but eventually what I landed on, I think, is the right approach for her. Anyway, now let me catch up with the newer parts of chat because I can see 52 new messages. Oh, all right. Honestly, I love Primal Sunflower. Primal Sun is awesome. It's a lot more generous when putting it at the front. If you see a good April Fool's, I'm involved. Primal Sunflower is a microcosm of how Reflourished is unbalanced, but yet earnestly so, which makes it hard to hate. Something, if everything is overpowered, something. I mean, calling Primal Sunflower, like, unbalanced is just... I wouldn't call it that, because... Is she a little stronger than the other ones? Technically, yes. Does that make the other ones not worth using? Not at all. You can very much still use them, and I do occasionally find lots of situations, okay, occasionally and often kind of goes against each other, but what I'm trying to say, I do, from time to time, pretty frequently find situations where Primal Sunflower is not the best pick for the Sun Producer. Because I changed it up, and suddenly my gameplay kind of shifts around a little bit. Maybe it's because of the easier early game burden. Maybe it's because she's just not as fit for the level threats. My point is, she's not really unbalanced. She is strong, and I would say most versatile, but I would not call that unbalanced. I would just call it, you know, good for the game. I think her being at that state is good for the game. And ultimately, I think that's all that matters. Like, all of the semantics kind of fall in the water if the game isn't fun. And ultimately, I think Primal Sunflower being this way as opposed to vanilla just benefits the game a lot more than it takes away. Oh boy, let me reread the responses. Primal Sunflower is the Sun Producer with the most utility. What about Twin Sun? I mean, I think Twin Sun is pretty good. Like, Twin Sun is the one that I don't really pick often, but when I do feel that my profits are the absolute largest of any run. It's just, you need to get there. So yeah, she's a kind of like a big money option.
She's that kind of like 10 flag specialist.
Or like ultra rank.
Maybe it's because you make the levels and you know how long they're... Oh, not really. I mean, I often play levels that other people make in our team. And I really, really, really like to play Insanity, so yeah, you don't really know there. But I would like it if the level somehow told you how long it is before you started. Hopefully that can be made into a thing one day. Anyway, Jesus, that was a long detour. Let me get back. Imagine getting paid for this, yeah. If AB paid me, I'd get so many tasks done. Same. Are Flameweed and Elder Hailstorm good friends? I can see it. Maybe. I think Hailstorm just, like, you know, is chill with all the plants. So, probably. How long you gonna be on for? I don't know. When I get tired, I guess I'll stop. Art and animation are beasts of their own. That's very true. The most recent example was UH. UH is Unmeltable Hordes. I don't remember what this is about, but I guess. How long does it take to hand code every level, and how long does it take to fix balance the level? Depends on the type of level. Usually it's around 3 to 5 hours. And to fix and balance, that really depends. So true, PeaMix. I don't know what this is about, but okay. I'll just skip that. Yeah, okay, I answered that. Because I can tell you're typing tutorial at zombies over no... Well, you don't type it, you copy-paste it. Duh. Don't ping PeaMix. Yeah, please don't ping me, I'll get to everything. Just give me time. This is what I was referring to for question 2. The fortune boxes. No, they were a completely new thing, just made for CC. Camo was so fun to design. I love Camo's new design so much. He just strikes the perfect balance of grumpy old man and actually threatening war general. Talking about April Fool, what horrors await us in this year? Shh. You can't see it, but I'm doing the shush, you know, motion. Politics light LMFAO. I mean, am I wrong? You know, we can't comment on what would be coming. Oh god, the horrors, Ouija ages. Okay, here we go. Hey, PeaMix, I'm not sure if you'll see this message or if I'll be able to join chat, but I just wanted to say I've gotten so much respect and appreciation for the Reflourished team for creating a continuation mod of my own. It makes you think about how much hard work goes into these things. Get ready for CC Act 2. Thank you! Yeah, it's really difficult, but it pays off in the end. Because, oh boy, when you see reactions of people who have never seen the development side of things, experience what you've been cooking, it hits like nothing else. Please add flag counts to seed select. I would, man, if I could. Besides Winter Melon, what do you think is the most controversial balance change? I don't know. It's just one Winter Melon. That's all that comes to me. There have been lots of controversial balance changes. Winter Melon just as a whole is... I'm not gonna touch that one again. I did all the Winter Melon balancing because... God, I hated that I could destroy every level in the game with the original Winter Melon. And I still wanted to keep it a powerhouse, just, without being too game-breaking, but I guess it's a hard thing to strike, because I guess 650 seems like a lot to many people. Which it is, it's the most expensive plan in the game, but with the way PvZ2 kind of plays, you kind of have to ramp it up a little bit. Anyway, I don't want to talk about balance anymore because I'm not even a balance designer anymore. Like, that's not even my job. I just comment on it here and there. And as I said,
balance.
Yeah, if you want balance changed discussion, I don't know. Talk to some balance designers, not me. I mean, you can ask me stuff. I will do that, just not all the time. It's a bit exhausting to talk about. I have my hands in much more, creative things these days. Not gonna lie, playing Reflourished for so long, not seeing Sunshroom die in 2 bites feels odd. Yeah, same thing here, because, Sunshroom needed it. I won't comment much, I'll just say that. I'll just skip all of the balance talk from here on out, because I want to get to the other topics, and I do have limited amounts of time. So for now, I'll just be focusing on those questions. What is your favorite April Fool zombie? The Sniffer, because have you seen him? PeaMix, I've got a question. I will not
deny, it's a very funny concept.
PeaMix, I've got a question for you. What do you think of the recent trend of fan-made challenges, considering they were your brainchild? I love it. I love them. Everyone who has embraced Penny's challenges, thank you. I cannot be happier. Penny's challenges are just like... Oh man, like, I really, really loved playing long levels like Holiday Mashup 47 and Modern Day 49. And I just wanted more of them, and like even harder, and that's why Penny's challenges kind of came to me as an idea. Especially when I thought to myself, like, wow, wouldn't it be cool if there's like something at stake, so that you can't just restart the level, like you actually have to pick your plants and stick to your guns about it. So yeah, that's kind of how Penny's challenges became a thing, especially with the whole gem dump aspect, because we needed a gem dump, because like once you buy all the shop, like you just have gems rotting. Anyway, things just came together, and I'm really happy about it. What's your favorite custom plant in Reflourished? Huh. Interesting. Well, Potato Chip, but I'm biased. I created him, so... As someone who has tried fundamentally working Battle Ranch, I agree. Can you go on a 3-hour rant about Potato Chip? I already did that. If anyone wants to see it, it's in messages. I will not be doing that here. What made you start the trend of Penny's challenge? Well, I just kind of inadvertently explained that, so I guess that's a question answered. Hey PeaMix, what do you think of a Neon Mixtape Tour mini-boss team? I think that I would need like a very long time to make that, and I would rather not, honestly. Yeah, it would be very good, but, Neon Mixtape Tour is such a difficult world to make music for. I'm fine with doing all other worlds. Neon Mixtape Tour specifically, though, that will take me a while. Penny's challenges are what I crave. That I'm so glad they were added. Yeah, me too. I don't think that's possible. Yeah, if you want it to be functional, I don't think it's possible either. Considering the entire world mechanic, that would be painful. Yeah. Will you guys do more PC gimmick teams? Probably. I like gimmicky PCs. How do you guys make CC Night 12? Oh my god, I'm actually at the present when it comes to chat. I answered every question up until now, and I can actually read in real time what people are saying. That's insane. Okay.
Well, how did slow down now?
How did you make CC Night 12? One of our devs, Cosmic Cookie, he's a wizard. He's just a wizard. He can do things that humans were not meant to do. I know you're the composer of this mod, and Reflourished is one of those mods that uses their own music, but have you ever thought of using used from other mods or even 2C? I want to keep Reflourished's music identity completely unique and on its own. I don't want music from other sources of PvZ media in it, unless they're just like a reference. I very much like the fact that Reflourished very much has its own musical identity and its own original soundtrack, and I want to have every new song be something that we make. I appreciate what the other guys are doing, but I want to maintain our own identity, if that makes sense. Because it was so difficult to build. I don't want to have it like, to a point where, a lot of it is original, but then some stuff isn't, some stuff we took, but then the other parts are original. Like, it's better if we just keep it single-minded, a very concrete vision of, this is Reflourished, this is our original soundtrack. Okay. Is it possible to see Brainiacs from 2020 PvZ3? I haven't played PvZ3, so I don't even know what that is. You thought of making the Chosen One only to make a joke from 100 P shooters versus 1000 Gargantua videos? Actually, no. But that did end up happening, which is really funny. The reason why I made the Chosen One is because Plants, a different dev, Plants 10,000, was making the Penny Challenge the Chosen One, but he introduced every single bully type in that level, as in, like, the bully is the Chosen One. But then he really didn't like how the level turned out, and I was like, alright, I have an idea. Let me take this level. I know exactly what to do. And then I just made it my own completely.
And history was made.
Thinking about music again, would you make Zomba's theme music for each world except the Unmixed Safe Tour? No, because I want to live. I would never see sunlight again if I had to do that. I still love how the Chosen One got so memed on. I mean, yeah, it's so good. Like, it's easily the most memeable Penny Challenge. It's so good. I like the art to be in a bit of a similar boat as well. Identity is pretty important. Yeah. When you said you don't want to try NMT-style themes, is this a reference to how NMT, UV, and DMG you made sound slightly janky? I'll not take that personally. But, no. It's because there's, like, 7 different music genres you have to reference? And also, the reason it sounds janky is because I made it 6 years ago. Okay? Give me a little bit of leeway there. Got the Rock Puncher sweep added on speed dial. Yeah, good. Can you give me a greeting, please? Hello? Hello, P1T4. Wow, what about my question? What? I think I answered your question, didn't I? About holiday spirits?
No.
Then
no.
Which
the
one?
Flameweed and Elder Hailstorm, if they are good friends.
I did answer that.
We did answer that.
Yeah, I said that he would probably be chill with them. We need the Chosen One except with Pitoria flag zombies. Given the chance, what's the next Chosen One? I hope it's Torchlight. No, listen. I will not do the Chosen One 2, okay? Because I don't want to be a sellout. We had a good thing. Let's not ruin it by making, like, sequels to it. If I do make a sequel, it will not be the Chosen One 2. It will be something with a similar concept, but executed differently. The Frozen One?
Oh my god!
Okay, that's good. That's funny.
That is actually really good.
Hey, what do you think of
That
restoring
is
premium?
an actual good idea.
Well, I don't think we can restore the premium plans preview quest, but there's Sandbox Arena for that now. So hey, another would defeat the novelty. Yeah, exactly. That was a snap level, and that's a bonus PC. Yeah, Shell Shocked is the same vein, but it's a bonus shit. Okay. Let me catch a little bit of a breath because God, these questions are coming in quick, and I am taking a while to answer some of them. Right. What I was really looking forward to is not only can I speak about NPCs now, I can speak about CC all I want. In terms of part 1, at least. I have so much to say about that. And coincidentally, here's a question about CC. What is your favorite poster in CC? Very, very interesting question. There are so many good ones. Which one is my favorite? Okay, I'll say my top 3 because I can't pick a favorite. It's like picking a favorite child. Number 1, Family Fun Times. Just as a concept, that one's hilarious. Second one is Grunk the Clown because I had a hand in making it, and it's really funny. And number 3, the Time of Your Unlife, or whatever it was, where it's like hyper-realistic zombies. That one is never gonna leave my head. What were your favorite specific reaction to CC? There have been a lot of good ones, but to me, the peak is always when people see the Smiler for the first time, without any kind of explanation or anticipation. That's just, it gets me every time. Will you be adding a way to play
wait.
Yeah?
I have to add, like, I think it was like night 13 for me that I found the Smiler. I was just like trying to lab out a way to beat it PF-less, and on my winning attempt, it showed up. And I think that's been the only time it has.
Yeah, it has low chances to appear, but every time it does, it's like an event.
Indeed.
Will you be adding a way to play the BYBT lawn? A backyard? Is it break? Okay, I have to get caught up on all the abbreviations. I'll see what that is later. The Imp Chosen One, true. Was the posting of Tiger Grass in Night 50 note intentional? I mean, what do you think? Like, do you think we like accidentally it like we spilled coffee and it like fell onto that poster like by accident? I mean, I'm sorry. That felt kind of mean. I wasn't trying to be mean. I'm just saying. Well, like, yeah, we put it there. The roller coaster blowing up was. I somehow forgot about that one. I mean, that one isn't really in my favorites, but it is really funny. Will the Reflourished Bible be updated, but generally the level design? Probably. I mean, if I do update it, it won't be an update. It will just be, you know, the Reflourished Bible 2. Like, it'll be a second one that replaces the first one. If I do it. Like, the original reason why I did it is just so I can communicate what my vision was with the other developers. I don't really need to do that anymore. Everyone kind of gets it. But in the case that we need it, I probably will make another one just to kind of, like, document it all. But generally, the level design. I mean, most of the stuff that I wrote about level design, I still stand by. Like, I know there's people that disagree with them, and, you know, respect to everyone's opinions and all that. I still stand by it. I think I was speaking truth there. There's a guy that once suggested mini boss rush PC in the last AMA. Was this guy the reason Undead Zenith happened, and can we kill him for it? See, I don't know, because I didn't actually end up making that. I don't know. You would have to ask the person who made that Penny's challenge. Maybe that commenter was their inspiration. I did say in that AMA, I remember, I said I will make that, but someone beat me to it, so... will Zomboss ever get a PC? Like you mean a Penny's challenge or a personal computer? Because I think he already has a personal computer. But I don't know what you mean.
Penny's challenge.
Like he appears in it? Because no, I don't think we're gonna be doing that. Zomboss Penny's challenge is not something I can really see working. I never got to see the Smiler. That's a shame. Is there a Smiler renter out there? Pretty sure there is, yeah. Smiler LT, true. Oh, it's with the Yetis. No wonder I didn't see it. Yeah, he's hidden, as per usual. Does CC Final Wave intro have an alternative version, since I sometimes hear a slightly CC Final Wave intro? Yeah, it does have a shorter variant, actually. Because some people in the dev team were complaining that the original was too long, but I didn't want to replace the original, so now there's a version where it's just a shorter version of it that can randomly play. Backyard Big Top. Alright, will you be adding a way to play the Backyard Big Top lawn? I mean, that's just used as a teaser lawn for Colliginous Carnival, so I don't know, probably not. Cryptid's gotta
technically used for piñata parties.
Yeah,
right?
It's used for piñata parties, just Cryptid's gotta stay together, yeah. Took a bit of a coffee break on night 50. Some of you guys asked silly questions. Look at SA 15. That notice hinted at 3 out of 4 SA Part 2 specials. It sure did hint at a lot of stuff, yeah, but I'm not gonna confirm anything. The New Testament. True. Tiger Grass question. Tarot cards aren't going to screw it over, right? Since the Spawn Tiger is technically a plant zombie. I mean...
directly under it is like an image showing, like, everything that can't be, like, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, okay, Volcanic J confirmed it. Yeah, good. The heck zombie uses cannot be petrified. General Camo, read the design Bible. PeaMix, he doesn't approve. True. When I first played CC, I noticed this. Is this an intentional reference? No, but I am very upset that you noticed that. I am very upset that you made this connection.
Oh dear.
True.
What was that?
Or is it just a coincidence? Oh, Princess So EC, you have a bit of an issue with your mic. Alright, thank you.
There we
go. Yes, but is that intentional? No, it is not. Can you upload the alternate Final Wave intro? I mean, I could, but it's just like, it's nothing. It's just a shorter version of the normal one. I didn't think it was important enough to upload. I guess if enough people want it, I could. I hinted at 4 out of 5. Wait, no, 3 out of 4. I miscounted. I wonder whenever we get the world after CC if people will ask if the things we put into its notes were an accident or not. Yeah, we just accidentally, just kind of how we accidentally hinted towards Steam Age Part 2 stuff in the Steam Ages note. Just an accident, just so it happened to be that way. Anyways, yeah, I need to go. Okay, bye. Upset? Jeez, I have a recording of me shouting into my screen. Holy moly, Mikey Smasher. You will. Is Tarot's transforming soybean zombies intentional? Initially, it wasn't, but we found it funny, so now it is. Also, by saying upset, I just meant I cannot unsee that now. You accidentally hinted towards some random doll, yeah. I made an entire level made around that. Damn, can I give you a quickie interview? Only one question. I mean, you can call it an interview, but if it's just one question, that's as much as I'll be able to say.
Can I say anything?
Yeah.
I invite that. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, first, hello. It's a pleasure to me talk with you. I love your job, and I want to ask you, can you give us a clue about the Colliginous Carnival Act 2?
Well, The only thing I can really say is pay good attention to what has been set up in the story and in the note, because you can find a lot of stuff in there.
And only, well, wait. Will Jack in the Box Zombie come back in Colliginous Carnival Act 2 or in other quests?
You're asking me stuff I can't answer. That's about future content, and for the sake of not spoiling stuff, I can't say.
It's a...
All right. Well, I have to answer other people now. Unless you have anything more to ask.
Not only that, and just that I like your work.
All right. Thank you, man.
You're a good.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
And yes, and nothing. No. Goodbye.
All right. Thank you for being here. See ya. Oh yeah, talking about endless zones. Can we please remove certain specials from Sandstorm Snowstorms? Because I've had runs where I just laugh maniacally at C4 Mecha Football. That would have to be taken up with some other folks in the team, but I can see with the frustration. It is Cold Furnace. True, kinda. What caused the zombies from CC to go insane? And why are all the plants in CC not insane than the zombies? It's kind of hinted in the Night 16 dialogue that it's like the place itself is cursed. It's like it has this like aura around it that just makes people go insane. I won't use my mic for the rest of this. My voice is kind of shot. All right, fair enough. Considering the hat got changed, I need definitive closure. Is Magic Mushroom not gonna make an appearance? You will not get definitive disclosure. Or definitive closure, or whatever. You will not get that, because I can't say. Magic Shroom went bye-bye. Time for my question. What is y'all's main motivation on making the mod? Well, there's a lot of motivation, but I guess if you want the main one, because we want to. I mean, it's that simple. We like the original game. We want more of it. We knew we could do it, so we went ahead and did it. Time for... Oh, that's the question, right? I love PvZ2. I wanted to work on it as a talk. Yeah, pretty much.
Yes.
What was the team's favorite part about making CC Part 1? For me, it was actually getting to see my vision come to life. Because CC from the beginning was my world. Like, Steam Ages wasn't really anyone's world. Part 2 was led by Slimakudo. Colliginous Carnival as a whole is led by me, because I was the one who came up with the idea of doing it. And it wasn't even supposed to be the next world, but all of us loved thinking about the concepts of it so much that we were just like, okay, no, we're doing this next. This is too good. This is too good to wait. And, yeah, I really love the fact that it came out so well. It's so different to the usual interpretations of Backyard Big Top, because we went all in with the creepy Carnival Circus theme, and I did actually want to make Colliginous Carnival kind of feel like a horror game, you know, not a real one, but like a spooky woo kind of game. I really emphasized that a lot in the world design. I first showed up with applications and it made me giddy. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Me, when I go to Carnival, that makes you go insane. Yeah, that's the plot of CC. That's it. Will all Reflourished players go insane after playing CC Act 2? I hope, because it will make for a more immersive experience. There was a time where I was tossing between Reflourished and some other mod. It's not Outverse. I'm glad you joined, Pinna. You're a real one. I'm already insane from Part 1. Good. When is Reflourished Studios doing company layoffs? Soon. We actually... we plan on implementing surprise mechanics in our games, you know? So they're called surprise mechanics. can you answer this since you missed that one? Who had the idea for a music doll? Because she really terrified me. It's just unsettling for PvZ2. I can't talk about that really. It's just a hint for now. As for the original idea, it was mine because most of Colliginous Carnival's ideas are my ideas. Like 99% of them. I mean, some of them developed into more unique stuff that isn't directly linked to my original idea. But in terms of, like, the core concepts, it was basically all me. Well, all our first players go insane after playing CC Act 2. What do you mean, after? True. Bold of you to assume the world prior didn't drive me insane already. I wonder what that timeline would have looked like. Pina, quick question. Does the We're Gonna Kill You CC image still has upcoming content? No, it doesn't. We removed it. And the only bit of upcoming content that was in it was just a background shot used in the trailer. That's it. It would have just spoiled the trailer a little bit. We're gonna kill you. I have to refresh myself on it. So wait, do all devs have a world that's distinctly theirs, or is it just your Slimeku thing so far? It's the three main leads. The three main leads are the ones that take over the biggest projects. So AB, me, and Slimeku. Us three are basically the main leads. It's any one of us three that leads a specific world. Or an epic realm. I do agree because CC is a W world, not gonna lie. Like, for example, AB has a world that's his baby. AB, well, I think AB had Holiday mashup technically, but he will probably get more, yeah. Funny thing is, CC actually scared me a bit, unlike most PvZ creepypasta ever, if it's unintentional or international. It is very international. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that, because CC very much does go for the creep factor, but in a way that makes you panic less than, make you disturbed. So after Zambas is made the fool in CC Night 32, we cleanse the carnival of the curse. No, it's not a real curse. It's not supernatural. It's just something that happens. It's unexplainable. Like, it's just how it is. Nobody knows why or how. It's not real magic. It's just, I don't know. It just happens. Who do you think manages to see content porting in this mod? A few people. Slimeku mostly, yeah. Will community-made custom piñata parties happen soon? Probably not, because we would have to vet all of that. There's certain stuff, at least for me as an artist, that I get to work on and head myself with my own baby dev artist. Yeah, that's really cool. That I would honestly consider my baby. Here's an actual question for me. I've heard somewhere that you somewhat based the game design of Colliginous Carnival around the basic game design of FNAF. Is this information legit? Yes, it very much is. Alright, quick question, everybody. Do you guys know about those videos talking about FNAF game design? Does anyone know about them?
Does he talk about MatPat?
No,
yeah,
we know. No. Not MatPat, because it's not... I'm not talking about, like, lore. I'm literally talking gameplay. Purely gameplay. Like...
Yeah, stick that stuff on for, like, an hour while you're working on something. Makes great
yeah.
background noise.
Your videos about FNAF...
the FNAF, like, AI mechanics?
Yeah, your stuff like FNAF AI mechanics, your stuff like how FNAF uses sound design to creep you out, how FNAF creates a situation that makes you scared all the time, how some games do it better than others. Listen, I am a sucker for videos like that. If you put one of those videos in a comically large cage, I would walk into it and be trapped, because I love watching that type of stuff. And I was thinking to myself, if we're gonna be doing a horror type world, I want to invoke the same kind of dread in people, but in a PvZ game. And I thought to myself long and hard about all of the different world mechanics. How do I achieve this? How do I get this creep factor? Because, like, when you play a FNAF type game, I'm not really big on, like, FNAF. I don't really play it. I've mostly been, for most of my life, just a guy who watched other people play it. But when I did play it, it's not like a masterpiece or anything, but it is pretty good for the spooks. it's a very like a good game to just boot up and like feel nervous, like physically feel nervous about. So I was thinking to myself, how can I take that energy and put it in PvZ2? And here's the main things that I extracted from those videos that I implemented in the game with CC. All right, first of all, if you want any type of horror game or, you know, any type of like nervous experience in the player, something that brings anxiety, that's really the main thing here, like anxiety. You need to implement certain rules in the world and then have aspects of those rules be purposefully random or inconsistent. Because here's the thing, if you want to spook someone out, you gotta implement the fear of the unknown. But the fear of the unknown doesn't work without the known. You would need to have the known and the unknown. You know, why are people afraid of the dark? Well, because they know what's in their room around them, and they don't know what's in, you know, the closet where it's dark. It could be anything. The mere knowledge that, you know, there's something in there kind of frightens some, you know, people, mostly kids. The same fear of unknown is implemented a lot in horror games, especially FNAF, where it's like, you know the rules, right? The rules are consistent. They are, you sit in an office, you can't do anything except observe the enemies and prevent them from coming in. That's it. But the part that makes it creepy and kind of spooky and anxiety-inducing is you don't know how those enemies behave. You know the rules of how to survive, you don't know how they behave. You don't know how to adapt. You constantly need to be on your toes. And that's what creates that anxiety in the player. So I knew off the bat, the gimmicks for this world need to be random-based. They have to be chance-based in some way. They need to have a specific way of functioning where you know what to expect and yet don't have all the information. So, the first mechanic that, you know, I thought of was that, what was it? The fortune boxes. Because the fortune boxes were kind of like, oh, you know it's gonna appear and you can, you know, you can feed it plant food, but you're not sure if it's gonna be a good thing. That did not work. I mean, it was a fine gimmick. It didn't click. Then I tried a bunch of other ones, and you know, I'll just skip over all of the scrap ones. I'll just get to the final ones and how they implement FNAF-like design. Right. Tarot cards. Tarot cards, I mean, you can probably tell from how I've been describing my thought process. They are a gimmick that you know that you can utilize to like save yourself from awful situations and give yourself an advantage, but at the same time you're never 100% sure. It always keeps you guessing a little bit. It always keeps you on the edge. You can never be 100% sure, because even if you find out what each tarot card is, well, here you go, 3 more. Are you willing to risk it? Are you willing to try and make the situation better for yourself? Because you know one wrong step could lead to a game over. Well, that's the big part. Let me put it this way. I actually was wrong of saying that. A big part of designing CC threats is that even if you make a mistake, it doesn't immediately kill you. Because a big part of PvZ, where it differs from FNAF, you know, FNAF has jump scares. Which, I mean, in my opinion, aren't really the best way to scare someone. It's just kind of cheap. But in PvZ, it's not really like that. You just die. Like, that's not particularly scary in any way. So, for me, what I wanted to try and achieve, to kind of reduce frustration for players while playing, instead of having one mistake lead to a game over, one mistake sets you back, it's many mistakes that lead to a game over. So, even if you mess up one tarot card placement, or if you mess up one jack-in-the-box exploding, it's not gonna kill you. But if you let too many of them pile up, that's when it starts snowballing. And once it starts snowballing, that's how you get completely overwhelmed, and you just feel the dread of all of the stuff that you can't control anymore. Lastly, I'll just go over jack-in-the-boxes a little bit. Jack-in-the-boxes, oh man, I really love them as a gimmick, because they're the perfect embodiment of what I was talking about. You know that at any point in the level, a jack-in-the-box can appear. Alright? That already creates some form of anxiety. Because you know something bad is gonna appear. You just don't know when, and you don't know what it's gonna be. And then once it does appear, that's when the anxiety really kicks in. What do? Do you focus your resources on taking it out? Do you even know if you can survive what is gonna spawn? I mean, hell, you don't even know what is gonna spawn. What if it's the thief toys in like the least protected lanes? Or what if it's ball toys and you have to, protect an endangered plant or something? Like, there's so much of it that, you just kind of let the player fill in the gaps themselves. That's why Fear of the Unknown works so well. It's not about the fact that something, is dark, right? You don't know what's in there. What's in the dark, that's the scary part. You let the player fill in for themselves what's in the dark, and I guarantee you, whatever they think up, whatever their imagination thinks up, is way scarier than any monster. That's why Fear of the Unknown works so well. Even in movies, in movies, it's way more effective if you keep your monster in shadows for the longest time, because then the viewer thinks to himself, oh god, what could this be? Same kind of thing here. Every time you have to deal with a Jack-in-the-Box or a new tarot card or whatever, there's a part of your brain that tells you this could go horribly wrong. And just the fact that could happen is what makes you really anxious and kind of, pee your pants a little. And that's why I think the whole shebang really works to create that kind of horror game feel. Oh boy, let me now read what you guys have been saying. Jesus, I've been on
a lot to cover.
Yeah, that was a tangent and a half. Oh god, okay. Why do I have a feeling that the Zombot is a curse? Nah. Oh, you cooked a lot with CCOST. Thank you. I really wanted to get that creepy carnival vibe across. Could there be a zombie in CC that is too insane that he's dangerous? Technically the Smiler, but not really, but technically. But, okay, let me see what you guys have been talking about while I was on this tangent. Hey, things, what's your least favorite channel? I'm not answering that, sorry. I'm pretty sure that PeaMix made Night Shift. I did not, but I really like it. What FNAF fan games did PeaMix play? I will answer that in a bit. Tarot cards and the boxes fit that gimmick perfectly. Yeah, you get what I mean. Yeah, PeaMix, do you see player Nightmare Shift in Outwards Weekly Challenge? I don't play Outwards, I'm sorry. I would have thought, given PeaMix's stinky, that he'd have made those. Yeah, I can see why you'd think that, but no, that wasn't me. Oh, I still really like that challenge. I do get scared shit out of my pants while playing FNAF 1 and I die every time, yeah. It's 4 huge sprite sheets. It's humongous. Made the game chug. Is it like... Oh, you guys are talking about... Okay, I'll skip for the question. I'll skip the questions for now. I just want to see if there have been any responses to my little tangent. Their cards are kind of like Rockstar Foxy. I have not played the new ones. I don't know much about that. Okay, you guys have just been talking about Discord channels. I'll just see where it starts to be about. Listening to this is honestly very enlightening regarding game design. Yeah, see, this is why I like game design. Because once you understand how all of these things work psychologically, you can try and implement them in your own work. And it's so funny how well some of it can click. There's a lot of, how do I say... there's a lot of intent behind a lot of game design. And once you understand that intent, you can start making up your own intent. And then it just... it's really great. I love analyzing game design because, you can... that once you understand it, once you've analyzed it, you can actually, implement it in your work and also kind of start thinking in the same ways that the greats of game design have been thinking about. FNAF had jump scares, but its main feature is doing everything you can to avoid it. Yeah, exactly. The jump scares are only effective because you're tensed up before it. That's why it works. It's all about that anxiety that gets built up. The jump scares themselves are something that I don't like as a horror trope, but the way FNAF does them is actually pretty clever. Like obviously I don't like the fact that it's just a loud noise, but it does serve as a good punishment because the whole game butters you up for it. I love listening to game developers talk about games. I can't get enough of it. The auditory version of concept art, true. Fear of Unknown, you remind me of The Thing and the Mist movies. Yeah, the Fear of Unknown is very much like an enduring concept. It's been around for like hundreds of years, and people have used it in amazing ways. I watched that Reflourished teammate response video like 6 Jesus. Okay. I can't wait for more tarot cards in Act 2. Engaging and fascinating stuff. Yeah, I'm glad you guys like listening about this stuff, because I really love to go in depth on stuff that I've created. Tarot cards that turn zombies into magicians. Oh, please no. Got another one. Okay, I'll return to the questions later. It was a good tangent. To be fair, Steelwalkers fits the bill. Have you guys used or are in the process of using ideas from the ideas? Okay, another question. I'll get to the questions later. Is that why the first level of Blight of Hand has no description by Dave and Penny? Well, kinda. I mean, I just didn't feel like it needed an explanation. I felt like once you see it, you get it. Do you guys already have the next world planned or no? I mean, I can't really say. Hey, PeaMix, what's in your favorite lawn background in PvZ2? I'll get to that. What's your thoughts on this? Probably... Wait, I have a headcanon theory. Oh, wait, I'm curious. The cotton... What's your favorite NPC from all the new ones? I already answered that. This is about Altverse. I mean, if we got a Lethal Company inspired PC. I have not played that game, so it would not be from me. I don't like jump scares either for the same reason. I'm extra sensitive to it. Yeah. Jump scares kind of like, I don't know, they're not the kindest to certain folks. Okay, I actually, whoa, I once again reached the present. This is, I always feel like I have to catch up. Yeah, I cannot answer anything about CC Act 2. Like, I just cannot. Like, I hope you understand that. The same thing goes for any kind of future content. You guys do realize that we like try really hard not to have things spoiled, because if it's spoiled before the time is right, then the reactions aren't gonna be as epic. Okay. Let me just calm down a little bit after that tangent, because I felt like that tangent was something that I needed to get out for a long time. Alright, before I return to the previous questions, do you guys want to comment anything more about this like whole tangent that I've been on? Because I've been like really looking forward to spilling all that. CC as a whole is just, it's been in development for such a long time that I just feel euphoric being able to actually, go in depth about it, discuss it. I mean, FNAF games aren't the only inspiration, obviously. There have been a lot of other ones. A huge inspiration has been, obviously, the Joker from Batman. Like, a lot of the theming of the world is directly inspired from him. You should make more Tales of Reflourished level. I wanna. Listen. I wanna go into depth about so many things about Reflourished in those Tales of Reflourished videos. The problem is, I hate video editing. I really do. So until I get myself to actually make one, yeah. I mean, unless you guys are just willing to listen to me yap with, like, I don't know, a repeating background or something, like, I guess I could do that easily. I'll see. Anyway, The Jonkler? Yes, the Jonkler. Which Joker is he talking about? Well, a lot of the Jokers have been an inspiration, but most of all, as you guys probably remember, my profile picture for a long while was the Joker from Batman Telltale, which I absolutely recommend to everyone. That's an amazing series of games. Just fantastic. And I'm actually kind of intrigued that I have been wearing the Joker profile picture for like way longer than CC has been out, and nobody figured out that I was actually foreshadowing with that profile picture.
Hey, that's pretty clever.
I mean, no guarantee that I'll be doing that again, because I don't pick my profile pictures to foreshadow anything. It just so happened that it was a nice coincidence.
That's still pretty clever, I'm not gonna lie.
Why were tarot cards the name chosen? Well, originally I wanted to go with a poker card gimmick, like where it's king, queen, jack, ace, that kind of thing. But a lot of the artists said that the tarot cards were better because they allowed for more creative visuals. What came to the final decision of tarot? Well, tarot cards, as I said, they originally were meant to be different type of card. They were meant to be the poker cards, but eventually they got changed into tarot cards. But as a game design mechanic, I had the idea for reusing the Lost City trap tiles for a while now, because I knew there's a lot you can do with them. I just did not expect that CC would be the place where I actually get to use them. But once I was like running dry on world ideas, I was like, hey, I can dig up this old world idea I had where, the trap tiles actually serve a purpose for once. And I did all the way back then also think of them as cards, retexturing the trap tiles as cards. But that was just like a little idea of mine. I didn't plan on using it in CC, but then I figure like after a while, hey, I can actually, utilize the randomness of the world that I already have in mind with that old idea. And then, I suggested it. People liked it. It served as a way better game mechanic than the fortune boxes. Played very well with jack boxes as well. So it just kind of stuck. And the tarot theming eventually came later. Assuming the Arkham Batman, a little bit, yeah. I mean, Arkham Batman is like the one of the definitive Jokers, alongside the animated series. But just in general, the tone of the Joker and Colliginous Carnival, you can definitely see the similarities. How did you come up with the posters idea? Okay, I've skipped a bunch of questions. I'm sorry for that. I think I'll eventually go back, answer some of them. I don't think I can answer all of them. I don't have it in me. Because there's just so many. But in terms of posters, well, I just kind of thought to myself, like, how can I represent the time period well? Because the Colliginous Carnival time period was also very important to me. I wanted to tie into the time travel theme, despite being like a more out there world, kind of like Big Wave Beach. So I googled 1930s circus posters just to see what would come up. And they were so unhinged that I thought to myself, we need something like this in game. Like, we actually need something like this. And then, I got the idea, well, there's so much you can do with it. What if there's a different one every level? And everyone liked that, and, that's how it had happened. Subtle foreshadowing and Reflourished before GTA 6, true. If Tomb Raiser wasn't hardcore, what tombstone it was spawned? Still, I mean, that's a weird question. Why they PeaMix randomly changes his PFP to a Spartan soldier and foreshadows Rome more true? Will there be a new Epic Realm planned on further months updates? Yeah, we're working on stuff. Just give us time. Spartan soldier mix, true. There have been some ideas running around for realms. Only adding some botany music still taking so long for me. Especially when I pick time. I don't know what that's referring to. Another question for me. again, I'm sorry that I skipped a bunch of questions. I'll just answer the most recent ones so that I can, go back to the old ones. Since CC takes place sometimes in the 30s, have you considered having, or at least very least referencing novelty songs? A sucker for novelty songs from the 1920s to 30s. Well, I kind of tried to do a lot with the music of Colliginous Carnival, not really directly referencing novelty songs, but kind of like having that cheesy vibe to them. But yeah, I very much like the 1930s time era because it puts Colliginous Carnival and the Great Depression. And oh boy, if that's not a good way to describe that carnival. If you had to upgrade one holiday into an epic realm, what holiday would you use? Okay, this is purely hypothetical because I don't think we have any kind of plans on holiday or epic realms. But if I had to do one, I'm probably Halloween. I'm a sucker for Halloween stuff. I mean, you can tell I'm the guy behind Colliginous Carnival, the spooky world. Of course, I would pick Halloween.
I would absolutely agree with that. Yeah, like Halloween, please. Like, I know this is just a hypothetical, but yes, Halloween would fit the best, I think.
What do you think of the recent lore building that's finally shining out recently on Outverse? I don't follow Outverse. I'm sorry, I can't answer 2 questions about that. The lecture me wrote. Eric, you cook with the NPC teams, by the way. Yeah, Eric did a pretty good job with them. I also remixed the PvZ2 fellas teams. That was pretty fun. I was talking about how do you make that? I was wondering since you made it perfectly. Oh, that's for something else. Okay, these are kind of whatever questions. The real carnival posters were very good launch pad for the visual and art direction for the world. Yeah, I'm glad we decided to do them first. Okay, I'll just please ask that you guys throw questions Eric's way later, because I can't be here for like that much longer, and I would prefer if I just have my own questions to worry about. Okay, I'll go back to the older questions now. Oh boy, I missed a lot. Oh, okay. Okay, I think I'm at the point where I used to be. But what was the team's favorite part about making CC Part 1? Again, oh, I already answered that one, I'm sorry. Right, I also answered that. And that. Okay, I got to the FNAF question. That's where I went off the rails. Was there any other minigame that was considered for CC before Blight of Hand? Not really, and it's not like Blight of Hand was chosen. Pinna just decided... Not Pinna, I'm mixing up names. Cosmic Cookie. Cosmic Cookie decided to just, like, make it one day, and we were all blown away, and we were like, okay, yeah, that's the minigame. Could there be a zombie in CC that is too insane that he's dangerous? Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm mixing up what I answered and what I didn't. I should keep tabs. What's your least favorite channel in order for Reflourished? All of them are my least favorite. What is your favorite lawn background in PvZ2? Mine's Lost City just because it's so high up in the jungle and you can see so many temples throughout. Second would be Dark Ages due to the castle, forest, lake, and the giant moon. What is my favorite lawn? Huh. Ooh, very tough question. I really like how Frostbite Caves looks. I really like the color palette. But I don't know if it's my favorite. Maybe the more I think about it, maybe it's Jurassic Marsh. It just has a very like nice and elegant look to it. Although that is not like a definitive thing. I could change my opinion on that in like a day. Oh yeah, PvZ, did you see Nightmare Shift? Oh yeah. Okay. I should actually like focus more on what I'm answering. What do you think you'll do after Reflourished is over? Probably dedicate more of my time to important things. I'll be a different man, Dan. You're so real for that, Pinna. For CC Act 2, will you add any non-CC posters for the foreigner layouts, like the Funtime one? Can you give a nice vibe to it? Probably, yeah. I mean, maybe, I don't know. That you're asking for more art tasks, and we're already kind of struggling with those. Besides, wait, so there's more unused gimmicks besides furniture boxes, besides trample imps. Well, trample imps were a thing for a while, yes. Trample imps got actually pretty far into development before we realized that A, not only are they absolute hell to actually work with in terms of art, animation, code, just everything, we also realized that would be kind of lame. Everyone and their mother has been doing trampolines for Backyard Big Top. And we were kind of like, well, not only is this hard to work with, it's also kind of unoriginal at this point. Because, like, we started developing Colliginous Carnival way back, and literally, as we were developing it, we just kept seeing it pop up in more and more mods. And, we just kind of came to the conclusion, if we did it now, it would feel stale. Plus, again, there were a lot of discussions about how difficult it would be to actually work with those. So yeah, it was a multitude of reasons. Just wake up and saw PeaMix was here. Oh god, it's 5 a.m. Well, for me it isn't, thankfully. Survive until 6 a.m., true. Reflourished discussions on a bad day. Oh, yeah. What was the hardest part of CC Part 1 development? I would say settling on the final world gimmicks. Because world gimmicks are such an important part of a world, and CC had a little bit of a shaky history with them. But you know what? I'm glad that we went through so many concepts, because it just meant that we absolutely perfected the final version of it. I can't wait for more tarot cards in Act 2. Oh boy. Tarot card that turns zombies... Oh, now I'm here again. Okay. I feel like I'm in Groundhog Day. Have you guys used or are in the process of using ideas from the PvZ2 or Reflourished Ideas question forum? We check it out here and there, but we just mostly stick to our own stuff. Because, again, when we make something, we plan way further ahead. And there's a good chance that when you're making ideas for something, we already have our own for it at that point. What's your favorite NPC from all the new ones? Camo, yeah. Okay, I think I'm actually catching up properly now. Okay, I'm all the way caught up.
Hello, PeaMix, it's me.
Oh my god, it is actually the Plants vs. Zombies Angry Birds enjoyer.
Hello.
Hello.
You joined just as I like answered the final few questions that I had in my backlog.
Oh. Oh.
Apples or bananas?
I don't have an opinion on that topic.
So how far back does CC development date to? Pretty much as soon as we got done with Steam Age Part 2. Like, we got done with it, we took a break for like a week, and then we were like, okay, what now?
Like, just after Thanksgiving of 2023.
Yeah, pretty much. We are dedicated workers. How hard for rebalancing Health Seeker in processing ideas? That was Slimaku's thing. I think she did a pretty good job with it. Maybe try not to have a power outage again. Yeah, AB, can you take up that challenge, please? The not having another power outage again challenge?
I don't know about that because my power was literally flickering last night.
Yeah, see? Impossible.
It was
Pretty
literally
causing
flickering
problems.
last night. It was flickering last night for no reason. It wasn't even doing anything outside, but
Okay,
that's how
guys,
they do
if
it
you
here.
have any questions that are very broad, as in, like, you know, development stuff, Colliginous Carnival, ask them now, because actually you're gonna get both of our perspectives here. Both from me and from, you know, Mr. Reflourished. John Reflourished. Oh, AV, I don't think you want to talk about code at this time, do you?
Is there a plant you wish you could add but can't for some reason? Not really. Not really anymore.
I mean, yeah, ever since we managed to do lib injections, the gate's open for us.
Yeah.
Whatever came of that Roaring Twenties mod from a long time ago? Oh man, you have dug up an ancient... Actually, AV, you were on that. Remember? You were on that project with me back then.
Yeah, I was when I was a wee boy.
How does it feel?
I feel
that was,
old.
You know what? That was actually the greatest foreshadowing in history. Like, you can't beat that. Like, do you even remember any of it?
I remember that the basic zombies were like broken in it, and like the animation for them. For some reason, their legs, the piece of their legs was their arm.
Yeah, fun times.
I always would bring that up, and it never got fixed.
I mean, I tried to fix it, but I wasn't the one implementing stuff. I don't
Yeah,
even know who was.
I
don't remember.
The implementing process was so much different back then.
Yeah.
Like, you literally could not make a texture go into the game without using some random third-party tool.
Yeah.
But yet they always looked fine in the footage for some reason, but in like the actual development build, they didn't look right.
Yeah, it's weird. Anyway, what came of that mod? I guess Reflourished in the long run, right? When you think about it.
What the hell's got... Oh my word. This VC.
I mean, that was kind of the first step. Like, one of the first steps of us, you know, being modders of PvZ2. Everything kind of, you know... Well, I wouldn't say started there, because Reflourished was a completely different thing, but that was very much a big stepping stone.
Okay, some of these questions I can answer. So question 1, are there any plans for instant grid item dropping healer templates? I don't mess with the templates. Those templates are done by Chris. You want to talk to him about that. The fortune machine, like the early concept from CC, I don't think that's going to return. Any scrapped zombies or mechanics from Steam Ages? Early on in Steam Ages, like the only gimmick idea before PeaMix got on the project was the sewers were going to speed boost zombies. But then PeaMix got on, he was like, that sucks. Because it did suck.
Yeah, I said, like, that makes no sense. Like, why would it give them speed buffs?
And then he came up with the way it works now.
Yeah, I came up with why not have zombies come out of them, but they're backwards. And
why hasn't there been? Oh, here, actually, you do yours first. Finish that.
Yeah, I literally it came up with the idea when I thought to myself, well, what does a busy workplace look like? And I just thought, oh, zombies going everywhere, left and right, and it was like that one meme, like left and right. Say that again.
All right. Why hasn't there been any premium quests yet? It was mentioned in the Epic Realms dev diary, and it's yet to make any appearance. So, Hypothermic Hollows was actually going to be a Frostbite Caves premium quest before we upgraded its scale to have all the new zombies and everything. Originally, it was just going to be a short little quest featuring just the Chief Icewind zombie. Was literally all it was going to have. But then we got into thinking that kind of sounds mid, so we made them have more content, and we just haven't had the chance to get one finished.
Yeah, whenever we're close to finishing one, it's like, oh, whoopsie, a new deadline just dropped, better finish this other thing.
Yeah. Was there any attempt to remake Cleopatra? I don't think so. Why does the summer variant of Bug Zombie have less HP than its Lost City variant? That is because of PopCap.
PopCap moment.
Okay, can I do one? Because I'm trying to catch up with the new ones. What made you decide that all CC zombies are insane? Well, initially, the story was quite different, but I had to change it a couple times because working with this kind of plot is difficult. Well, I wanted them to be, insane because I wanted Colliginous Carnival to feel different than other worlds. I didn't want Colliginous Carnival to feel like, yet another, it's just time period but zombies in it. I wanted to add to that creepy factor by literally having the zombies in it not even feel like typical zombies. Like, they feel different. They feel... their energy isn't right, just kind of trying to put some of that creepiness into Colliginous Carnival as a location, without actually, changing up how the entire placement of it works. Is CC cause directly caused by Steam Age's Day 32 Great Depression? And is Zombos directly distorting the time in CC like he is the reason zombies are in Carnival? You're gonna have to wait a little bit for that. The dialogue in CC kind of points to why Zombos is there, but it's not quite revealed yet. You're gonna have to wait for part 2 to get the full revelation.
And obviously it'll be there at the very least by the start of 32.
Yeah. PeaMix, if you were on the trolley...
Wait,
listen. I gotta answer the trolley problem question.
Oh my god.
It was no lever, 1-person lever, 30% chance of 3 persons. Can I myself? Is that an option? Will there be one itty bitty... Okay, hold on, I gotta see the response to this. Answer. I did answer. I answered with a question. No, you can't. Then I will do nothing because my brain overloads and I don't know what to do. And now I'm indirectly blamed for causing with other people. Also, yeah, I don't think that's a fair scenario. You can yourself in any scenario. So yeah, AB and PvZ aren't really involved in coding. Basic zombies being broken. That's trained. Oh, I am way up there. Do you think of the hypnotized brainstorm turquoise skull minigame in Holiday Mashup 1? On my knees begging right now. It's a QnA. A and Q. It's already been answered. We love QnAs. Can the flower from the title screen be a new plant?
You
I
mean
don't
the
know
purple flower with clock hands? What would it do that you couldn't just say, "Oh, time warp falls under that"?
What do you think of the name Colliginous Carnival now that it's been out for a while? I thought it was funny then, and I think it's still funny now. Especially because colliginous became an adjective for something completely unrelated to its original meaning.
That was colliginous.
That was colliginous.
Indeed.
What was your main inspiration for a good old beloved smiler from the peak world of the Colliginous Carnival? I just thought it was funny, because someone drew a smile that you could put on a zombie, and I just put it on a basic, and it's just fun. It was just funny, and I was like, hey, what if that's a special rare zombie? And that's it. I mean, I will say an inspiration for the smiler is like the player questions what even is this? Like, what happened to this zombie? And some of the visual kind of cues and directions to me came from, again, the Joker. You know how Joker gas makes people like smile even though they don't want to? Well, I'd imagine something similar happened to the smiler. Either that or he's just insane.
The sound effects really complete the package too.
Yeah.
Oh, the sound effects are really funny. I love the one where he just screams.
Same.
It sounds like the Tom and Jerry scream. It's perfect. What was the coolest thing you'll have seen coding-wise in custom level sharing? Well, I don't really check that often, so I don't know.
I also don't really check that often.
I do. I barely seen anything cool.
Jeez. That was
your
mean.
answer.
Okay, well, I am already kind of exhausted, and my voice is slowly starting to die out, so probably gotta answer a few more and then call it a night so that I can actually edit this.
Oh boy. What do you think of the Hypnotized Brainstorm Turquoise Skull minigame in Holiday Mashup 1? That's still pretty cool. That was still pretty cool.
Oh,
I
yeah?
think someone made trampolines in a level pack that predates CC, and that's cool. Oh, yeah. Trampolines have been a very consistent gimmick with BBT.
Not every world is going to have a litter of names in the future, right? I can already say no, they're not.
It's just something that, you know, we did. We did because, you know, it sounded cool. I mean, I don't really like the philosophy of naming things whatever we want just because it sounds cool, but in these cases I think it fits with the worlds and it sounds cool. What restaurant should I go for Valentine's Day tomorrow? Dang it, I don't know many restaurant chains.
Bob, like, actively, like, telling us where you live or something. I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, see, I keep thinking of local restaurants, and I know if I say a single one of them, I dox myself. Hold on. I guess whatever AB says. AB, I'm passing this on to you.
Oh my god.
It said McDonald's.
No, don't go there. Their food sucks.
Oh wait, that was plants.
That was
Sorry.
me, yeah. Go to Burger King.
That's not much better either, but I guess all we have to work with are fast food chains. There you go.
I mean,
like, what else do
like
you
Popeyes is pretty
say
good.
without like doxing yourself?
Yeah, like my hands are tied.
Subway.
Okay,
Maybe
listen.
What
Something that's better than every single restaurant out there. Go in the store, buy yourself some rice, some chicken, some curry, a little bit of like pepper spices, and make a curry risotto. You will not regret that. I make that every like month or so, and it's delicious every time.
What did you guys need me for? Did you need me to comment on-
Fellow Airfield Cordian is asking, what restaurant should they go to tomorrow for Valentine's Day? And PeaMix could not answer. So...
Well, I could tell you, but it's an area that would dox me, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, see?
Sorry. The only other place you have was like fast food, and I would not go there.
What? Hold on. I don't know how you say this in English, but what is that like? Do you guys have cream for cooking? That's how it's called. I'm pretty sure it's like cooking cream or something like that.
I want to say that is a thing. I want to say it is, but I don't remember what it's called either.
All right. So, right, you take some rice, like I don't know. I usually do like 2 or 3 cups. You get a head of onion, like 1 onion head. You cut it up into fairly small pieces. They don't have to be too small. It's fine if they're a little big. You throw that on some oil, cook it for like, I don't know, 5 minutes. Just until the onions gain that kind of like caramel color to them. Then what you want to do is you want to, take out the chicken that you cut up into like small squares. You put all of that into the cooking pot as well. Let it rest a little bit. After that, add a little water just so it doesn't burn up. Make sure that you add the rice just as about most of the water you've added has like turned into vapor. Have the rice cook a little bit on its own just so it gets a little bit of grit. After that, throw in I would say 2 cups of water first, just about so that the rice is like at the bottom and there's some water space for you, like it's a little bit floating up there. That's where you add curry. I like to add a lot because I like spicy food, but you can add however much you want. Then I like to add a little bit of like chili pepper extract, but like specifically the kind that's used in Mexican food. That's pretty good. You want to stir that a little bit, just so all of the spices like even themselves out. Add a little bit of pepper, some salt, a little bit of sugar, just so it adds more taste to it. After that, you want to add like just generally any kind of other spice that you think would fit there. Maybe something for soup. If it works, it works. You let that cook a little bit. You add some red pepper, like condensed into powder, if you have that. You add cream for cooking at the end, let it stir a bit, add some oregano, and you're done.
Yeah, you guys gotta take notes on this recipe. It's gonna be on the test. We're gonna have a test on this.
Damn, I wasn't studying. I'm gonna
Well,
flunk.
you gotta study. You gotta study.
Oh no.
Well, guess I'm failing. Oh well, it was nice knowing y'all.
I should not have shared. I should not have shared my original recipe. I could have patented that.
Yeah.
Yes, now we're gonna steal it and
Look
claim
how
it
fast
as
this
our
is like
own.
writing this down.
Everyone, my kitten is here.
What do you think of shawarmas? I don't think I've ever had shawarma in my life. I should fix that.
Hey, can we see your cat?
Someone
No,
earlier
you
asked,
can't see him.
asked if
No.
a PvZ2 player can get a girlfriend.
I'm just checking what you guys have been talking about while I was on that.
Hello, Mr. Gilbert.
Are we just like giving dating advice right now? Why is this in the Q?
I am giving cooking advice, alright? People say that I can cook, and I am proving that. Alright, every time
Let him cook.
Okay.
Listen, every time I upload a new song, they say I cooked. I gotta make sure to prove that, you know? Someone said, will this affect the meta of any stuff?
Excuse me.
You simply gotta let him cook.
Silly Star, I am not going to do that. I'm not doing that. Why was your dog in Reflourished scrapped? We couldn't get the rights to him.
Me playing
We couldn't
April,
get it right.
me playing April Fool's 2025, and the Goblin level asks which spices PeaMix uses for his curry chicken risotto.
Oh my god.
Okay, since I'm already gonna be editing this video, I think I'll add some cooking music behind that segment.
Oh my god, that would be the best. Yes.
I did not think that dumb question would spark this discussion.
It was very important.
I mean, like, has anyone else really been talking about anything?
Oh,
before
I ate a
related?
doner. I
paying
do
attention
eat
to
doner. It's really delicious. I like it. What's your favorite? Okay, back to back to PvZ. What's your
PvZ?
I agree. What was your favorite NPC team to make?
Imagine playing PvZ.
Honestly, Nanny. Nanny's team was really funny to make because I was laughing like a little kid as soon as I imported those trumpets as an instrument. You know the ones. You did mention how Misinformation's level design was your favorite. Which level of the Z-Corp timed event was your favorite then? My personal favorite was the level they say there won't be any stampedes, which is true, but the level that spams every other ambush under this. And that was really funny.
I remember that one. Yes, it was so funny.
Thank you.
Oh,
I made that
my
one. I'm really happy with it.
Cooking with
It
goblin.
was also funny because it was like an actual level that I got to use like E-current to like counter everything.
Cooking with goblin. What do you mean? What does that mean? What do you mean by cooking with goblin? Yeah, true.
That's gonna be the new goblin level. He just gives you recipes from every single Reflourished dev.
Oh yeah, that would actually be hilarious.
AB, your recipe is gonna be for hot dogs. That's
No, actually, it would probably be for something like spaghetti.
okay. Yeah, sure. Which one of us doesn't know how to cook like at all?
I don't know.
Hot dogs are like a free one.
Of foods, the problem.
I barely know.
Oh god, I
Then
can
it will
already
be
see.
plants.
I can already see the thumbnail for this one.
I was thinking the same thing. Yes, it would most definitely involve like the cooking stuff, even though it like happens like towards the end of the stream.
Oh, boy, I'm gonna have fun
burns
with
down
this
the
one.
kitchen.
I am not from Texas. I am tired of being slandered like this. That is such an awful state. Texas has like no benefits. Why is the nanny here?
Hi, Nanny.
Get back to work.
Hey, I have
kill
a
the
pretty
imps,
good
of course.
question.
She's on her break.
Nanny,
I have a
the
pretty good
the trumpets in your team. I don't think they're sane.
Oh my fucking god. This
Okay,
question ended up
oh,
being,
that's-
usually-
how does the man you babysit multiplicity?
Usually, I would say no pinging me, but honestly, that question was worth it. Well, to me, the way the multiplicity plotline works is as soon as Zomboss accidentally created multiplicity, he sent it out into the wild. He did, like, she didn't even have to babysit it. He just wanted that thing gone, and so he contacted Penny and Dave and told them, like, hey, kill that thing. I made it accidentally.
Deal with this thing for me. Okay, thanks. Bye, bestie.
Most Multiplicity is gonna get revenge for all the other imps if it ever has to see her.
What about the Overseer? Isn't the Overseer technically an imp?
Technically, but he's also the overseer. I don't think Nanny ever meets him. He just kind of exists.
I like
in that one level.
I like to headcanon that the overseer is just like a skin crawler that manages to make its way into the game, takes the form of a big-headed superfan imp, and just dies never to be seen again.
Did we ever tell them the backstory behind the overseer?
I don't think so, no.
We have to tell them. We have to tell them.
You do it.
Oh,
Back in early development, before the mod release,
I need to know this.
We had a screenshot, I think, from one of the playtesters of one of the Valen Brains levels or something from early on in Holiday Mashup, and Big Head Superfan Imp is there, but from where they had this wide phone, you know how the zombies get cut off on wide phones? So you can see a screen, the Overseer just like peeking in.
Just like a little bit. Just like you can barely see a little bit
I have
of
the
his
emote
eye.
still. I have the emote still.
Okay, good. Yeah, there he is! The Overseer.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then,
yes, worthy pin. Worthy pin.
After we got that done, and it came in like an inside joke, which is also why you have the Underseer in April Fool's. Underseer was made before April Fool's 2023.
About time to be got here.
And after that, he just sort of ended up becoming like a mini boss in the Impair Epic Quest because it was funny.
In terms of canon, Reflourished, like, you know, lore, what he actually is, to me, I always saw it, again, as just like a skin crawler creature that isn't a zombie nor an imp, that just took the form of a big head imp and just appeared. That's why he's not in the almanac or anything. He's not even, like, it's not even something that really exists. It's just him. It's just thing. And once you defeat it, that's it. You never see it again.
He's like a cryptid.
Yeah, he's literally a decrypted. How close it's gonna be, or B, what is it gonna be? Okay, B, we cannot answer, obviously. A, how close it is? Well, closer than you may think. That's all I'll say.
Oh, the way you say that kind of makes it sound like it won't be a full year.
It's closer than you may think. Oh, hi, General Camo.
There's General Camo here now?
All the NPCs
Why are they all
showing
here?
up at this point?
Don't you guys have jobs to do?
They're late to the party and want to just dunk on us, that's all.
Don't you have plans to, like, figure out how to dethrone Zomboss? What are you doing here?
Yeah, well, you two both want to kill him. Why are you here?
They're probably trying to...
How does Camo even know how to use Discord? I don't think he even knows how to use a smartphone.
Yeah, hey,
I'm pretty
senile
sure
man.
they're trying to... Here's my theory. I think they're trying to probe data from us by what we're saying to try to use that to weaponize a plan against Zomboss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe Camo was just interested in the QnA. Who knows?
It might be.
What?
Maybe he was just like the others and trying to like spill out for balance stuff.
Oh, I think I cleaned up part of the dialogue for the Impair quest.
Wait, Camo,
I think that is referring to multiplicity, the most important breakthrough. I want to say that is. I don't remember. That was like 3 years ago.
Will there be more skinwalkers in the future? Oh, that's how they're called. Skinwalker, not skin-crawler. I would mix that up. Will there be more skinwalkers? I don't know, man. I'm not letting them in. They just find a way in. we're trying to keep them out, but they keep somehow making their way in.
Okay, guys, anti-bully squad imp, specifically the imp, is here.
What? Oh, the
Built is here.
The anti-bully squad. Oh, we got the whole gang joining.
His name is.
Well, now we just need the now we just need misinformation. Where's she at? Where's Lucky? Where's Zombird?
Misinformation.
Zombird is here.
Zombird's here.
Yeah, Zombird's here.
Zombird's already here.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him.
Where's
Oh wait, there he is.
Oh, there's
he's Bandy.
Oh,
There he is. Yeah, there we go.
oh, there's Zombird. There he is. Oh, there's no Hunteria. Well, she doesn't know how to use a smartphone. That's okay.
Yeah.
She would be
thinks
scared
she's
of
mad.
Discord.
Elder Hailstorm's here too.
How many more NPCs are going to show up?
Whoa! Whoa! There, we must.
Whoa,
take
Kevin, you can't say that here.
They were planning to take down Edgar. So
Guys, nobody tell the Smiler that we're here. Nobody tell the
I'm keeping
Smiler.
my mouth shut to that guy.
Smiler, we can't tell him. What about the next NPC? Can we tell them?
No.
Okay,
You already
they don't
know
need to
what
scoop either.
You already know what he's gonna do if he finds out.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he would be quite mad
I think
that he
would.
wasn't invited.
Yeah. Oh man, that was Colliginous, the Smile.
And Zomboss is here?
Zomboss.
Zomboss. Ex-Zomboss.
Oh, I get it. It's the Bizarro Zomboss.
It's just two left.
Okay, well, I'm beat. I would probably do like one or two more questions, and then I'm calling it. Because, yeah, this was...
Okay, make them count, people.
Oh, honestly, I don't see it peaking any higher than, like, every single NPC joining.
I swear, we need like a clip at least of like the antics that are just like.
Well, actually,
going
this
on
isn't
here,
every
like,
single
just a
NPC.
compilation.
Where's Walter White? Where's Jesse Pinkman? Where are they at?
Yeah, what are they doing?
Well, I wonder what they're up to. I wonder what their opinions on the recent resurgence of General Camo is.
Where's
And I
SpongeBob?
quote,
Where's SpongeBob? I wonder what his opinions are on the
Don't
existence
invite
of
that
the
guy.
nanny.
Don't invite that guy. He completely...
that guy's too crazy.
Yeah, he butchered everything in
I have
the
to
last
pick him out of the
year's LP.
abyss.
Yeah, that's why we have him contained.
We need Mike.
He's too crazy.
No, we need Mike so he can say sure.
Sure,
His
Mike.
iconic
let's call
catchphrase.
Penny.
Sure, Mike.
Hey guys, by the way, Jay just got here. It's like, whoa, Q&A still going? Funny you mentioned that.
It's about to end.
It's about to end. Yeah, you came right at the finale.
You missed us discussing cooking. And also every single NPC appearing.
And also me being demonetized.
Yeah. I hate this place.
Hey, look, it's
I hate-
SpongeBob.
Why do I sound like Uncle
SpongeBob's here. Oh
Bane?
no!
I don't know. I don't know who that is.
Oh no!
Oh no, SpongeBob's here.
Oh gee! Oh god!
Oh no, it's him!
I
Got
got
out of containment.
It is I, the one and only SpongeBob.
Oh dear.
That's
Okay,
not
guys.
what SpongeBob sounds like.
No.
SpongeBob
Guys, I
says,
think-
I'm SpongeBob.
Don't
Penny's
Don't
run
even
up
hear
to
me. He's
and-
right above me.
do not encourage him.
Oh hey, I think at this point I
SpongeBob?
might need drink a dark elixir. You could say.
Okay.
SpongeBob,
Okay.
I thought I told you this already. You need to stay away from me.
Oh,
after
there
I
is
kick
an
you out
actual
of the abyss.
question.
Oh, there's a genuine question. Okay, I'll do one or two more questions, but then I gotta close the stream because SpongeBob is here. What determines who gets to host each dev diary? Well, for the longest time, it's just been me, AB, and Slimeku because we're the main leads. But we are giving opportunities to the other team members to host them. We chose we chose Jay for this one because he is known for being the crazy one, and also because he could do a decent Joker impression. I mean, Jonkler. Yeah, also, so I could do that line. Can Chappie Zombies fix volcanic, Jay? Please can you show us one pixel of Act 2? Imagine it in your head. Right?
Yeah. It's very easy. There's one thing you guys know is coming, so imagine that. That's your teaser.
Did he initially have a different line about sadistic PCs?
Yes.
Where did you hear about that? Did I say that?
No, I think Jay might have said it.
Oh, yeah, before. I don't remember. But apparently, yeah.
I remember, but I think we changed it just to not be a dick to Jay.
Yeah.
Why is there suddenly so much NPCs? You're talking about like in the voice chat or in the game?
Oh boy. Alright, one more genuine question and I'm done.
Kind of both.
Will the CC Zalbas putting him a missing pixel as well? Yeah, we will make sure that it does. Or Jay relieving the world name subtle reveal alongside with leaking PCs and pool in a subtle way.
We're gonna kill him.
We're gonna kill him, yeah.
Oh.
In fact, he's already been killed. What you're seeing of him walking around, that's actually one of our developers puppeting his account.
Oh.
We're like huge leaders of everyone, as you know.
Oh
so what we did was we got someone else to take over his account, and they act like him, and they keep up the appearance that he's alive, but actually he's not here anymore. He's been killed.
PeaMix,
No,
what's? Hold on. Let me just read up on stuff because I feel like I missed something. Keep going, AB. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
I don't remember what I was even saying.
Oh my god.
Sorry, guys. I have early onset on Alzheimer's.
AB, this is you. This cat, this is you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about right.
AB is like the perfect person to find like cat stuff from. I'm just gonna say it.
Hold on, what was the question? PeaMix, what's your take on the unstoppable passage of time? Well, I will say, I do have quite an interesting introspective answer to this. The moment man devoured the fruit of knowledge, he sealed his fate. Entrusting his future to the cards, man clings to a dim hope. Yet Arcana is the means by which all is revealed. Beyond the beaten path lies the absolute end. It matters not who you are, death awaits upon you. And no, that is not a Bible passage. If anyone gets that reference, congratulations.
Damn, bruh, that's like kinda deep.
I was just thinking about cards and dim. It was a subtle reference to the Is it the 14th? It's the 14th world.
The 14th
in
world,
Reflourished, Colliginous Carnival. Because you see,
Alright.
dim means colliginous, and
Dim
cards are like the world gimmick.
Guys, I don't think any of you realized the dimly lit update that was hinting towards something, perhaps something colliginous, you know?
Someone did realize it on the YouTube comments.
Really?
Someone did realize it.
That's
like,
awesome.
I think I can go find the comment like right now. Let me go on here. Where's that update at? There it is. Where is it at?
We have been foreshadowing the 14th world for so long.
Colliginous means dark and misty or dimly lit. The update name was hinting at what world will be teased the entire time. I love this mod. Thank you, CS Films 5091.
Shout outs to CS Films 5091. Alright.
Real one.
The dimly lit update 2. Yeah, it's gonna release with the famous 15th world, Colliginous Carnival 2.
Colliginous Carnival 2. World 15
Wait, what is...
No, there aren't any.
There are not any. I don't think we will do a single foreshadow for World 15 now that you guys know we're doing them. We
what
adapt
world
like
are
that.
you guys doing?
Colliginous Carnival. Yeah, it's like Krusty Krab and Krusty Krab 2.
What's the next world after the Carnival, AB fan?
Oh, is this like some kind of holiday mashup too?
Like, what are you guys do next for Reflourished after the circus?
Secret.
You will have to wait and find out.
It's a secret.
That's a surprise tool that will help us later.
All right. Well,
Yes.
before SpongeBob, sorry.
So it's not Sky City, right? You confirmed no Sky City.
I never
No,
confirm
that-
anything. I only confirm the existence of myself. Because
I don't
what
think
else?
I don't think they'll add that.
What
I don't think they'll add that.
What else is a human to do but confirm one's own existence? Anyway, before SpongeBob destroys the world, I will end the Q&A here. Thanks all of you for participating. This one has been particularly interesting. Please wait 5 or 6 hours for this thing to render once I have to edit it. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.